Hey, thanks for stopping by the page. This episode's coming up. What should they do, guys?
You need to hit the like button, the subscribe button, all the buttons.
Welcome to chapter 419 of the Orange Bowl Boys.
It's Mario. Hey, happy Whiskey Wednesday, and then happy signing day Wednesday, because this is going to release on a Thursday, but it's technically recording Wednesday. So before we get to the recruiting class and all things Hurricanes, I have a 8-year aged larceny, right? Mm-hmm. Private stock. It is horrible.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad you can admit it.
Yeah, it's terrible. But anyways, here we are. How you guys doing?
How you guys doing?
Hey, Broyles Award nominee. I hear you. But I want to hear from the rest of the boys. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Yeah. I'm great.
Having a better week than last week?
Who, me?
Scooper, was it 2 weeks ago? Whatever it was? It's a couple weeks ago. Yeah. You're all good now?
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm
a different person.
Oh, no. Yeah. The world is a completely different place.
Excellent. Very good. All right.
I've never been so close to the Earth's core in my existence as I was for those 3 weeks. But I am back on top of the surface. I'm above sea level, even. Maybe not, but I feel that way. And I'm great. I'm optimistic, Scoop, this week, actually. I'm not going to, it's totally made up, but I'm going to go along with it. I'm not going to tell you all about the agenda and all about everything else.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Let's get there.
Let's go.
Fight 72. All right, hey, let's
go. Chronic Dick.
Thank you, Braylon.
All right. We could talk about some chronic dicks all sitting in a conference room somewhere, but let's talk about it.
That's what it is.
It is the college football
playoff.
The drama has continued. And I mean, so many things we can touch on. You guys go ahead and start.
Where do you start? I find it.
I got a question.
Man, go ahead. What's your question?
My question is, after you see materialize, at first it looked like it was doomsday. They moved Alabama ahead. We didn't move. And then you realize that by moving Alabama up, and then if Texas Tech could beat BYU again, which I think is the most realistic possibility, Texas Tech's got a good team. Next thing you know, then that's when University of Miami, Notre Dame play in that head-to-head, because that's what they're talking. They didn't commit to saying that, no, Miami can't move up in a bye week. They didn't want to. It was real easy to shut that down. They didn't for whatever reason. I don't know. I do know this. And I want to get your take on it. Are you more positive from this playoff last one, or are you more pessimistic? Positive or optimistic? I can tell you that Notre Dame fans are less positive this week than they were.
Notre Dame fans are in hell right now. I will tell you, the moving Alabama in front of Notre Dame is easily the best scenario for us. The worst possible scenario for Notre Dame. However, and I'm happy about it. I'm thrilled about it. However, what are we doing? Like as a committee, right? As the, what'd you call them 5 minutes ago? Chronic dicks sitting in a room, just making everything up as they go. Just everything up. None of it makes any sense. It's as if I get the feeling that they just say, okay, we need this team here and this team here and this team here and this team here. Let's find ways to justify why they should be in that spot. I don't think they're coming into this going, okay, none of these teams are named. This is the information we have on them. This is their accolades. This is their detriments. And then all of a sudden, poof, there's their name. Oh, well, look who's in what spot. That's not how this works. They need someone here and they need someone here and someone here. So they justify it. Them moving Alabama above Notre Dame, as much as I love it, is the biggest crock of shit that you could come up with. And then they try to explain why they did it. And it gets even
Well,
worse.
they have to shut the fuck up. They can't be explaining it.
Just stop.
Because with like Alabama, so what? So week 1, Alabama took a shot that they held against them because they showed that they couldn't run the ball against FSU. They actually mentioned that. And now Alabama's getting credit for blowing a 17-point lead and literally having to go for it on 4th and 2 and pulling it out of your ass, but it was gritty.
It was
gritty and gutsy on the road and a tough place to play because they're 5-7. So they deserve to get moved up. Yeah, they deserve to be rewarded for that. Like, what are we talking about? Like, where?
The thing is with this committee, and here's the reality with all committees, right? It's not committee by proxy, and it's not by committee by like equal voice. Somebody's dominating the room, right? Somebody is the sphere of influence. Somebody has the agenda. And that's how committees work. You think everybody has an equal voice? Oh, but look, we have this person. Oh, we just put this person into the committee. Somebody's the loud, vocal majority in there. You know what they are. They have an agenda. It is what it is. I find it funny because this is the thing I'm laughing. Because behind closed doors, they can keep everything constructed in their like shroud of secrecy. But when they come out and they get asked their first question, it's like they're not prepared. They're prepared to do and make the moves that they are intending to do, which are like just blasphemous in itself. Scoop's right. You don't move Alabama after what they just did above Notre Dame. But when you get the question, why did you move them? Oh, it was a gritty 4th down play. It's just the biggest verbal diarrhea. And I don't want to call it must-watch TV, but it is funny to watch those guys perform their mental gymnastics. Gold medalists at that.
Well, we have audio from Hunter Yurachek, who has really just done a complete disservice to the entire committee.
What a bang-up job.
He is just the worst.
Who's the smartest guy? The smartest guy in college football is the guy who left a month ago.
Yeah, the guy Rhodes from Baylor or whatever.
Wherever he was.
Rhodes.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
He retired from life. Like
that's a great idea. Like if you're in that room, you need to retire. You need to get out as fast as possible.
I think if you retire from life, you die.
I don't know.
Well, no.
He left Baylor also. Like something went down. I don't know. He left.
Woody Harrelson retires from life. He doesn't even have a phone. You know that? Literally doesn't have a telephone.
He's blacklisted.
No, he was just in something.
No, he's Matthew McConaughey's brother. What are you guys talking about?
Hey, did True Detective a few years ago.
Yeah. God, yes.
Huge hit.
He does only what he wants to do and doesn't have a telephone. It's amazing.
No, because he just sits around and smokes weed and does psychedelics all
in the
day
woods.
long. It's fucking phenomenal. For you who doesn't want to do that.
Playoff committee.
That's retiring from life.
That is retiring from life. But he's still engaged. He'll put something out. He'll make an appearance. Let's hear from Mr. Yurachek.
So, yes, teams that are idle can move up or down.
So we're not set with Miami definitively being behind Notre Dame no matter what. Is that fair to say?
Reese, following the championship games, we will re-rank the top 25 teams, and we'll see where they fall.
I'm going to take that as the Canes still have a chance.
Thank you very much, Reese. So here's what I'm taking away from all this, and just backing away from just the Kane aspect of it, but just the committee and how this is being presented. We don't ever need to turn this into a weekly fucking TV show again. Learn from the basketball side of things. But all these guys, end of the season, championship weekend, they all go into a hotel for 24 hours. They watch the championship games. They make their decisions. They come out. They announce the field, and that is it. Here's the issue. They box themselves in. Right now, if you went into that on Sunday with a blank slate, you know who's not in this field? Oklahoma. But right now, Oklahoma's locked in because they put them up there, and now they can't just drop them 8 spots. But it's just so they lock themselves in from week 1, and then they can only change a teeny bit from that. And it ruins the entire thing because that's halfway through the season. You haven't had a full body of work. So just follow what they do for basketball.
I agree.
Super simple.
I agree, but I disagree on premise because.
Well, the entertainment level. Yeah, no, this is.
Yes. It is just free publicity for them. It's just publicity by just absolute destruction.
It's mocking. It's national mocking. Everyone. Yeah. It's universal. Like, we've been waiting for something to bring this country together. It's everyone hating the college football playoff committee.
Jenners.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to prove a point. Give me my girl. Give me Braylon real quick. Just hit a Braylon button. I don't care.
Chronic dick.
Anyone. Yeah. Do you know why she's so popular? it's the same reason why people are going to continuously come back and watch this playoff committee, because it's a train wreck.
With a little baby wiener.
Exactly, and they're baby wieners. They're all baby wieners.
They're all
and everybody
baby
wants
wieners
to
in
see
there.
the baby wiener talk. And that's Mr. Yurachek. He's a baby wiener.
Well,
he's Mr. Baby Wiener.
I'll tell you what, as the conversation with Yurachek went on, I think it started to get a little off the rails at some point toward the end. I don't know if you guys watched the whole thing.
Look, Rich, we have no fucking idea what we're doing. We don't even watch the games. We actually just watch reruns of Seventh Heaven. There's enough sexual tension on that show to cut with a knife, and they got a little retarded kid that's always screwing up. It's great, and we usually nap during the 3:30 games, and most of us are in bed before the Mormon teams play. Diego Pavia sent the committee coochie shots of his mom, who's a solid 6 or a 7, and some of the guys went to the bathroom to ponder Vandy, but in the end, post-nut clarity prevailed. Sorry, Diego. Alabama is ranked so high because their AD has pictures of me tonsil tickling midgets. Those will get released if we don't put them in. We put Notre Dame and Miami neck and neck because we figured that Indy would pray the rosary and that Miami would shank them while doing so. We'll let that play out and see if God shows up. I usually reserve this time to do my really shitty stand-up comedy routine, but I forgot to ask my dorky-ass son for jokes.
Bobby, his mom sends Gucci shots. She's a solid 6 or 7. 6'7", 6'7".
Thanks to not the fake DMV.
Hold on a second. We can't get in trouble for playing that, can we?
That was
all
we
over
just
Twitter.
got that. Yeah, it's all over.
That may be one of the
social.
funniest 2 minutes I've ever heard.
We're going to listen
Like
to it.
it's one right after the other.
We,
Yes.
we don't do it often, but we reserve the drum roll again,
my
and we're going to hear that.
Oh, I'm going to hear that again within the next half an hour. I promise you.
Yeah.
Let's listen. On the flip side, let's hear from the Secretary of State.
I do want to say this is the most wonderful and magical time of the year. By that, of course, I'm referring to the college football playoffs. And I just want to say this as a point of personal privilege. And I'm a Florida Gator, but if the University of Miami gets screwed out of the college football playoffs after going 10-2 and beating Notre Dame, the whole thing should be scrapped, and you're going to have to take over next year.
I think didn't Marco go to law school at Miami?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So he does have.
But that makes sense. I guess it's where you get.
I'm good with that.
lawyer
I'm good.
from,
Can
right?
we have now? I will tell you. So, we did have one person in charge, right? When the NCAA had control over this, which is funny to me because there's still an NCAA, right? There's still the National College Athletic Association. Is that what it stands for?
National Collegiate, I think.
Collegiate. Yeah. Well, for the college is fine. So for the people who went to college is totally okay. So that's still in existence and has zero control over anything.
Oh, football.
Football wise.
It has lots of control over all the other sports.
Yes, but zero control over anything football. Right?
Basically.
Like no, they can't say a word, they can't do anything.
Oh no, they have no
There's
say over
literally
nothing. No.
So they used to have NCAA, and there was one guy in charge. There was Mark Emmert and whoever was before him. I don't remember. But it was a disaster. This guy just did whatever he wanted, and now you've got a committee, a group of. I mean, I almost said a really.
But it was created by the two most powerful conferences. It was created by Greg Sankey and the guy at the Big Ten. Those are the two guys who created this whole thing.
Yeah,
exactly. The power broker.
And nobody has any control over them either.
No. You notice, though, they've been pretty quiet this whole time. I think they're hearing that there's a lot of bad just press going on out there, and they're just keeping their mouth shut. Because Sankey normally is chatty.
They're getting blasted,
They're getting
left and
Devil
right.
right now. They're the devil. And the devil's greatest trick was to convince the world he didn't exist. And they are the devil behind the curtain, y'all. They are the Wizard of Oz.
They are.
Times 2. And
They
they're
are.
literally pulling the strings. And they got this guy that they just imported. You're going to field all the tough questions and sound like a complete moron. And everybody's going to blame you and not us. And we're the ones calling the shots. Welcome to Oz, friends. Welcome to Oz.
He's got
But one
that
thing I will
guy.
say, this is like 114 proof. So,
Jesus.
still terrible though.
Gross. So
It's like
the guy,
gasoline.
what's this? Yurachek.
You're a
He's
check. You
the
just
guy
hired your
in.
boy
He's the
Golish.
guy in the room that has zero say.
Well, no.
They
You
just
know who has
send,
zero
they
say?
just send him out to slaughter.
No. The zero say is the ACC representative. The one lady in the room from Virginia.
No ACC representative in
the
there.
one lady in the room is from Virginia. The Virginia AD.
Bullshit.
Yes.
He says the one
too.
lady. Great.
You know they body check her every chance.
There's 14 guys and a woman. And that's our rep.
I'm not even going to touch it.
She wants to file a
suit
suit against them every single. She wants to file a suit against them every chance she gets. You know they're not letting her talk. Oh, the men here are talking.
Can you imagine how? Can you imagine how many like sexist things are being said that she just keeps her mouth shut for it? Like,
she's got no say.
A bunch of like 70-year-old white guys. Are you kidding me? Come on.
And listen, we don't know you. We don't, and you could be an absolute pit bull and we're selling you short. But the fact of the matter is, I just think they probably put you on that committee.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this aspect.
She's a poodle.
So first of all, Scoop, you're talking about Bama. So there is the thought process that they did that to protect Bama in case they get blown out. They can just drop them one spot.
Correct.
And then they'll be at the 10 spot. But then there's that buffer between us and Notre Dame. Right.
That was the reason they moved them up.
Okay.
The reason they moved them up was to create an ability for them still to be in if they lose. If they get blown out, I think they're going to have a hard time keeping them there. If they lose by less than 2 touchdowns,
they beat them earlier in the year.
Yeah, they're not going to lose.
It's a wash.
Close. Dude, Georgia's quarterback sucks. I'm sorry, but that's going to be a close game.
No, so I'm saying, so like they can lose, and they can go right back to 10.
Yeah,
this is what I think. If Bama loses anywhere near a close game, they're going right back to 10, and Notre Dame's going to 9, and we're screwed, right? Because BYU can win or lose; it doesn't make any difference,
right?
So,
although I think if BYU would win, they might knock Bama out.
Good
in that scenario.
Good.
It's fine, but Notre Dame's still going to 9.
Oh no, we still wouldn't impact us. We're still out. But I'm just saying, Bama could get knocked out in that scenario.
And when you listen to Mario Cristobal, he's pretty confident. I mean, he's not.
He has to sound confident.
Yeah.
I know.
Listen, he's got the backing of the country.
Listen,
every talking head has his back.
Bro, we've been doing this so long. We know when you sound confident and you are confident, and we know when you sound confident and you're full of shit. Come on, we had Blake James on our show. It's like this is what it is. You know, I just feel like when he says it, he actually believes it. You know, he absolutely believes that they're going to be okay, and that head-to-head is going to matter because in his world and mainly everybody's world in reality, head-to-head shouldn't.
That's fine. They're only okay though, depending on the backs of 2 other teams.
Oh, right. Of course.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah. Listen, but we do have. There is someone who is still in our corner. We may have ridden him hard. We may have sent him out of this place, but he still has our back.
Who?
Manny Diaz.
The people that want to change it, and they want to say, hey, why don't we use rankings to break the tie? But the irony is those are the same people that are mad at the rankings that have Miami out of the playoff. Miami should be in the playoff. And we're fussing at rankings because the rankings are not paying attention to the head-to-head contest. An objective view, right? What is the most objective way to rate 2 teams when they played? And Miami beat Notre Dame. They should be ahead of Notre Dame, right, with the same record. We have a very objective tiebreaker. So why would we, if we're fussing at the subjective tiebreaker for Miami's inclusion in the league, why would we want a subjective tiebreaker to change our league? To me, the 2 arguments contradict each other.
Yeah, you could have cut him off about 10 seconds ago because we're going to need to change that conference championship tiebreaker. If there's multiple teams in second place, it can't go to the worst of the 6 for crying out loud or the worst of the 5. But listen, everybody believes the head-to-head has to matter because it's the spirit of competition that we were all raised on.
Listen, I will say this. I get the fact he's got a kind of politic for his fact that he's in there. The rules were the rules. I'm not fighting as a Miami fan. Because of the current rules, you're allowed in. I think moving forward, and Toast and everybody would agree, you got to change those rules because you can't have a 7-5 team in the ACC championship game. It benefited you. Congratulations. But I'm going to back up. That's my rewind sound. Rewind sound. That's hard to say. And I'm going to just go ahead and tip my cap to you, Manny Diaz, because, yeah, you're right. You want to talk about ridden, hard and put away wet. I mean, that big moves. I respect that. I really do. You don't have any inkling, iota, anything in your – you don't have to say anything positive about the University of Miami. 0. But you did. I applaud.
Listen,
I applaud that message.
He grew up a Miami fan. Like, he got to coach the team he grew up rooting for. It didn't work out, whatever, but he's also not an idiot. He's objective. He knows.
That's still big ups, though. I mean, that's still big. I mean, objective, you could say
yes, no,
all the other ACC coaches in the league,
mm-hmm.
I would expect them to say it. The one guy who has no reason to say it and shouldn't say it just said it.
Listen, I gave Frank Reich shit last episode because he, praised Notre Dame so much when he didn't need to at the expense of Miami and Andrew Luck. But there you go. That's someone having the conference's back. He's in the, that's Manny. So props to Manny. Yeah, hats off, man. Hats off. Good shit.
I was asked, you brought something up, and I was asked, Maven's soccer coach, Steve, great dude, asked me a trivia question tonight, and I didn't know the answer. But Ro might know. I mean, one of you guys might know. I know Ro knows. I would like Ro to answer in this person's persona, actually, to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
James Franklin has coached in the SEC, Big Ten, and now the ACC. There's one other coach in history to coach in all three of those conferences. Can you name him?
I think because you just said it in his likeness, because I remember, no, it wasn't me. I was in the Pac-12, and then I was in the SEC, and then USC. Okay, one.
Not you, Ed. It's not you.
As a head coach?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow,
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin? What? No, Lane Kiffin hasn't been in the Big Ten.
So was in the ACC, SEC, and the Big 12?
No, Big 10.
Big 10.
Yeah. Come on, Ro.
Oh. No, wait. He's been at 2. I was thinking of the Bielema, but he hasn't been in the ACC.
No, it's Ro. You only have so many you can do.
How many voices you got, Ro?
Listen.
I don't think he's done it.
It's not me. I'm the greatest tight end that ever lived, but I never coached those 3 teams. I'm not that one. I do Eddie. What other?
You're close though. You're close with that tongue.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I mean, Manny Diaz has coached in 3 leagues.
No,
but Manny Diaz has coached.
But there's another one. Hold on. There's another one that's got a little bit of a tongue issue.
Al Golden? No. That's a Penn State should call.
He's a little older. Come on, dude.
Just tell us.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
How many impressions you got?
A lot.
It's not Barney.
I don't know.
Elmo.
Oh my God.
Elmo?
No.
I do Elmo voice.
All right. You do Elmo. I know.
Yeah.
All right.
I could literally do the voice. The guy that, he got fired for nefarious reasons. Obviously, went to jail.
Yeah.
And then I got the new Elmo, but I could have been the voice of Elmo all day.
You could have been.
All right. Who is it?
Lou Holtz.
Oh, yeah, maybe because South Carolina. No, but who did he coach in the Big Ten?
I don't know. I think it was Minnesota. Look it up.
All right.
Yeah, Lou Holtz.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
And he's rooting for Miami head to head. Lou Holtz said it.
Someone who's definitely not rooting for Miami is Steve Sarkisian.
There's teams that are ranked in front of us that haven't played any top 10 ranked teams. And so my point to everybody is this about what your record is at the end? Or is this about beating quality teams and showing how good of a team you really are by beating quality teams on the field? Or is it don't play good teams, put up a bunch of yards, put up a bunch of points, and make it look good? Throw fade route touchdowns with 38 seconds to go when you're ahead 31-7 so that the score looks better. So is the committee really watching the games, or are they just looking at a stat sheet at the end of the game to say, oh, well, they won by this many points. They must have played really good.
I've played Battleship. I know the game well. You call like coordinates, and then boom, they hit you. I'm pretty sure you just sent a strike across our bow, Mr. Sarkisian, and I'm willing to tell you, don't lose your games to Florida. Period. End of story.
And I'm sure that if the community was watching and not taking a nap, because they waited until 3:30 for that, as we learned, that they would have known that Mario was running the ball there, and then for some reason, Dick had decided to call a timeout, Narduzzi. Where I was like, oh, okay, fine. Then I'm going to throw this one.
He punted twice. He punted twice like
on.
He's conceded. And then he turns around. And I will say this because we did this on Student of the Game this week. That was a called play, too, because the offensive line came. I wasn't an RPO. I didn't see some of them run blocking. No, they went straight pass pro. And I'm like, oh, my God. And everybody's doing straight verticals. That was a called shot. But that wasn't so much to show up the committee. That was to show up a coach who, deserved it. I would have came back and kicked an onside kick after that, too. You want to call a timeout when I'm trying to run the ball out? I'll show you. Excuse me while I whip this. You got it.
FanDuel has Miami at plus 650 of making the bracket, minus 1,200 to not make the bracket. So, but we'll see if they really do reseed things. We'll see what happens after the championship games. So, in my mind, what I'm thinking is because there's also a strength of record aspect. We're rooting for in the Mountain West for UNLV to beat Boise State because that weakens Notre Dame's opponents. And then you've got Alabama.
They're not looking at that.
You never. I don't know what, bro. You don't never know what metric they're going to come out with. They're making shit up as they go.
Looking at it. They're looking at, okay, Notre Dame needs to be here.
Mm-hmm.
How do we make them there? You think they're going to look back and see, oh, Boise State
we need to give them all the reasons to knock Notre Dame out.
I will say this. The Vegas odds are cool. They're cool talking points. But do you know what the Florida State odds were in 2023 when they were left out?
What?
Minus 800. So, and you know how that ended up for him. So, I don't know. Vegas is Vegas. They don't lose, but they were wrong that day. So we'll see what happens. Somebody else, I talked about Sarkisian and like the Gators. There's a Gator OBB alumni too that maybe said a thing or two.
To the University of Miami, if y'all don't make the football playoffs this year and y'all let them just put y'all in any bowl game and y'all accept it, I lose all respect for y'all. Like, y'all ain't the you. Y'all got to turn in y'all card because I'm telling you right now, if y'all let them put Duke or Virginia in the playoffs and y'all went 10-2 with a bogus call against SMU and y'all don't fight for y'all right to play in the playoffs, turn in your cards. Do you know how much money the University of Miami would bring to the college football playoffs? Miami got fans from Florida to Oregon, Oregon to Alaska, Alaska to Canada, Canada to Ireland. It's somebody in Japan right now saying, you know what, I ain't gonna say that because I might say the wrong language, and somebody gonna say, Josh, you're turning this into a racial thing. The point I'm trying to make is Miami got fans on the moon right now. There's a Martian in the sky throwing up the U right now being twerked on by a Cuban that was in King of Diamonds with a University of Miami chain on right now. And y'all gonna not be mad that y'all don't get into the playoffs at 10-2?
He's the
best. 10-2 last year, Josh. We didn't burn it down.
He's the best.
He is the best.
It's like a 3.5 minute rant.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
It's just effortless.
We need him back.
It's continuous too. There's no space bar on it. He just goes. That's the impressive thing about it. He could just go for miles and miles and miles.
I mean, you got DeSantis is routinely tweeting about it. He went to Florida as well, right? Or did he go to FSU? He didn't go to
FSU.
Miami. He went to FSU. I went to one of them.
DeSantis went to Florida.
Did he? Okay.
Oh no, no. But DeSantis, that guy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Our governor, the governor of the great state. Dan Radakovich has been speaking out, talking about it in his weekly newsletter. Even went on Twitter talking about it. How come Miami's the only team that won a head-to-head but isn't in front of the team that they beat? And listen, there's a groundswell, and you can see it on social media that Notre Dame fans are suddenly, their sphincters are tight as hell right now. They have they thought they were locked into this thing a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden they're like, "Whoa, what do you mean we're on the edge?" And they're tightening it up. I honestly don't think we're going to get in. I think though that there's still a viable path for us to. I thought at this point it would be 0%. But I'd be like, no chance.
What's your percentage?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
What's your percentage?
What am I saying? Right now, I'm putting it at 27.
Scoopy, what's yours?
6.7.
I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna still do my 50%. It was 50% back then.
I think it's higher than 6.7.
It just depends on when I wake up in a bit. I will tell you, when the playoff first came out, it was less than 50%. I literally had to get a pat on the back. I went out to the hot tub. My son came and talked to me. He's like, Dad, are you okay? Are you really upset about Miami? And I'm like, yeah, dude, welcome to the life of a Miami fan. We're getting screwed again, my son, but I'm sorry I brought you into this. I mean, it was a deep conversation, right? And then we ended up talking about life and girls. I hate this team and talk about, but it's not, but I don't hate the team though. I hate the situation surrounding the team because that's what the problem was. I was like, this is a damn good team. And then I went to bed and then I woke up the next day and I'm like just surfing and I'm like seeing all these big follow counts again. Like, no, I feel more confident that Miami has a path forward than I did. No, I'm changing my thing. And just person after person after person of influence is saying this. And they're like, well, the whole reason to put Alabama now, if BYU loses, Notre Dame and Miami is neck and neck, and this could happen for him. And I'm like, okay, I'll go back to my 50-50. So I'm still at 50-50. Let's go.
So here's my thing. And I think that we have a chance to be at a turning point here. Because I kind of think the last 20 years, listen, and we all believed it in our heart of hearts. After that SMU loss, we knew that we had to run the table and finish 4-0. And in our heart of hearts, I don't think any of the three of us or four of us thought that was going to happen. Right? Why? Because the last 25 years, right? And I think, and listen, I'll be honest, I think that the committee, they've been around for the last 20 years because these guys are all in their 70s right now. They're like, we're just sticking them at 18, whatever. They're gonna do what Miami always does. They're done. They're over. Now you've gone back to back 10-2. And if you're shut out 2 years in a row, I think now next year, especially when you have a late November game at Notre Dame that could conceivably maybe turn into being a loss, you need to have some built up respect now that I think you're going to have moving forward, where you won't drop where there'll be some more belief that Miami is a real team and not just a Miami pretender that fades every November. Ooh, that kind of fucking rhymed.
That was very good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Confucius.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's, I'm thinking maybe that the landscape shifts in our just moving forward. We start getting a little bit more advantageous.
But you know what landscape shifted, and it shifted a while ago. Boys, today, the University of Miami Hurricanes have their fourth in a row top ACC recruiting class. You know how you got to 10-2, back-to-back 10-2s? Well, you started stockpiling some talent. You also know what happened with some of your talent. You had Malachi Toney. He's the offensive rookie and rookie of the year for the ACC. And ACC, let's talk to you real quick. You psychotic bitch of a girlfriend. You're bipolar. 1 minute you're sitting there praising us, and I'm like, you're just going to mess this up. You can't even get the defensive player of the year right. You call him, that's not his name. You spelled his name wrong. What are you doing? You're the ACC account on X comes out and says the defensive player of the year is Ruben Bain, Ruben Bain. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's an E in there too. They're psychotic. But anyways,
they deleted it and changed it.
Yeah, your Miami Hurricanes, four ACC recruiting classes in a row. Best ACC. Good stuff.
You got Jackson Cantwell, Samorian Wingo, Stansel, the kid you flipped from Clemson, Jalen Waters, Milan Paris, just for the top 10. You had James Dunnigan, Ashari Charles, Gavin Mueller, Ben Congdon, the offensive lineman from Ohio, and Jordan Campbell. So, yeah.
The top rated, interesting. I find this interesting, right? So I didn't like the wide receiver room coming into this year. That was my biggest question mark, right? Turns out that they've played pretty well, right? Obviously, you have a superstar. As CJ Daniels has done incredibly well, and you've had some other guys kind of pick up the slack a little bit. They signed today the top rated wide receiver class for the University of Miami in like the last 10 years. Pretty cool. Paris is legit. Samarian Wingo, if you guys haven't watched his film, if you're into watching film, he's a top 5 receiver in the country.
Absolutely.
Truly.
The last year,
cool name,
blown up. He
averaged like 18 points on the hardwood too. Like a legitimate bowler.
And there's another wide receiver bonus that we got today, guys. Brian Hartline is now in Tampa. No longer at Ohio State.
Was that you, Scoop? Is that you?
So hopefully that pipeline, that wide receiver pipeline
you kidding me?
to Columbus is shut down. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
I don't think he'll get the same guy. He'll get some great guys over.
He'll get some guys at US. Absolutely, he'll get some guys at US.
Absolutely will.
But he's not going to. We may be able.
So maybe he can hold
to keep one or two guys home.
Maybe.
The hiring of Mario Cristobal took this vocabulary like staple out of my mouth, and that's the blue chip ratio. I haven't talked about it in years. The blue chip ratio for this class is 70. I was crying to get over 50 because no team had won a national championship under 50. Mm-hmm. And now this is what Mario Cristobal has routinely done. And you know what else has been done? I don't have a leaky roof, y'all. I don't have a leaky roof at all. And you know why? Because it's Paul Bainge Roofing. And you know what? I got to love it because I was on YouTube and I saw some of the comments, especially on Student of the Game. And one of the first comments was like, I knew you were going to notice that play, Roe. I knew you were going to go Bainge. I was like, yeah. And everybody can go Bainge. And it's just a simple number to call. It's 981 Roof, 561-954-305. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you have the Paul Bainge protection and promise. And what's his name, Scoop?
Paul.
And what do you do with Paul?
You got to give Paul a call.
Bainge. Cue the club music. Bainge.
I have a question. Do we have, as we get into our other friends of the show, do we have paid audio?
Oh, we'll get back to it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have the paid audio.
Oh, you don't have the paid audio?
I have so much audio, it's hard to keep track of.
The paid audio is so good, though.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we'll send the paid audio. But first, we do have a new sponsor that we got to welcome to the program.
What?
So this is kind of important, guys. If you are, we all believe in it. If you are looking to take care of your mental health, it shouldn't be harder than taking care of your physical health. If you pull a muscle, you go see a doctor. But when it comes to finding the right therapist, suddenly it's frustrating. Long wait lists. You're starting to stare down huge out-of-pocket costs. That's usually when people stop looking for help. That's where our friends at Rula are going to come in. Rula makes therapy simple, affordable, fast. They work with most of your major insurance plans. Average session copay is just $15. That's $15. Basically the cost of lunch, but instead of a sandwich, you're investing in your own headspace. And with Rula, you're not just matched and left to figure it out. They check in to make sure you're actually making progress. Every therapist on the platform is licensed, vetted, and picked for their expertise. So you're talking to someone legit, not just whoever happens to be available. Getting started couldn't be easier. You answer a few quick questions about what matters to you. Rula connects you with in-network providers who actually fit your needs. You pick the time, and you can be talking to a therapist as soon as the next day. No weeks of waiting, no endless back and forth. Bottom line, if you've been putting this off, Rula takes away the excuses. Simple, affordable, actually built to help you get better. Thousands of guys have already used it. Get on to Rula right now, rula.com/orange, and get started today. That's Rula, RULA.com/orange. Take the first step, get connected, and take control of your mental health.
Nice.
Bravo.
All right. Now we got our guys at Underdog.
Oh.
Ready to get off the bench and into the game. Then hand over, and we do have an entry for this week. Whether you're into baseball, football, hockey, or any sport in between, Underdog is the best place to get in all the action all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So our entry this week will be from the Big 12 title game. BYU's Bear Bachmeier, their quarterback, lower than 32.5 rushing yards. Texas Tech's Cam Dickey, higher than 64.5 rushing yards. $50 will win us 114. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ORANGE to score $100 in bonus entries. When you play your first $5, that's promo code ORANGE. Underdog, make picks, make money.
Beatingthebookie.com is where you get your packages. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
You get your packages. Look, championship games are coming up this weekend. We know that, right? So he's got plays for all that. All the NFL. We're getting closer and closer and closer to the playoffs. And I will tell you, Ro, you had a good a tweet about it, and I saw somebody else talking about it too. I can't remember who talked about it in regards to. I think maybe it was Cal Hurd. I think we have audio of that about how the NFL. The ending of the NFL, actually, it's never disputed. It's always, it's how it's supposed to go. as opposed, and I always thought the college football was so far superior, and I still do. But he's right, and you're right. Like, the ending sucks. It just sucks. You never know it sucks. Anyway, what was I saying? Beating the Bookie is where you get all your free plays. At Beating the Bookie on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the social medias. That's where you get the free stuff. And we got North Texas free play for y'all. We got one this week. North Texas -2.5. North Texas -2.5.
Is their coach still staying on for that game?
I do not know.
I think I heard that he was.
He probably is, and so is the quarterback, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yep.
What is
while we're at it,
find out. Yeah.
While we're at it too, we got some merch. So you know you can get merch here.
Is that
and then
live?
You can get
I don't believe it is yet because I've been so busy this week wrapping up my Medicare stuff. I didn't reach out to AB. So I apologize. I will do that. And but yeah, it was just about done.
Close to being live.
Yeah, very close, like days. So it will be available. It will be available, and that's good. All right. Yeah, we had some awards go down. Malagoa, 2025 ACC Jacobs Blocking Trophy. Malachi, Freshman Rookie of the Year, Freshman of the Year in the ACC. Ruben Bain, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure how Malachi is an Offensive Player of the Year, but
that was a Haynes King.
I mean,
Haynes
King.
King, the Haynes Player of the Year.
Yeah.
All right.
I did say this. I think it's all possible for next year. I want to see a game where Baby Jesus is going to be the ACC quarterback and receiver of the week at the same time. I think that should be a goal for the University of Miami in one of those games, maybe early on in the season when you're playing somebody. Hear me out.
Central Michigan.
Hear me out. Very possible. Like 10 of 12 for like 3 touchdowns. He had easy ones. You can script them easy ones in the red zone, right? You get that. And then he has like 100 with like, a touchdown receiving or 120 or 130, 160. And then you put it together, you could just shoo him in. We need to start it early. He's a Heisman for next season. Book it. Let's go. Most electric, most exciting player to watch in college football.
Also, I just got to mention, because we only did the top 10 that were in the 24/7 ranking, but you got to love what Darian Coleman was putting out on social media. Just he's talking about Cam Ward, like, man, you guys only had it for 1 year. Imagine how fun it's going to be having me for 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other debate, man. And I've watched his film. I'm sure Rose watched his film. I'm a massive fan of that kid. He has Cam Ward arm talent for sure. Mm-hmm. I do not know, as far as how much they would use. He's obviously more mobile than, Cam wasn't like, he was elusive, you would say, right? I'm a huge fan. So at what point do we stop the portal madness of going out and getting the QB to play for a year?
Not next year.
Not next year. No, you need one more year. I think the battle is Luke Nickel and Coleman. After that, it'll be one of them, and then hopefully you're into developing them. But I think you need to portal one more time.
Too much at stake.
There's too much at stake. We can't step back. We can't step back. Yeah.
Yeah, last 2 years you can't put it on the backs of.
I'm gonna need Sam Levitt to come on down here, with all due respect.
Yeah. He's not leaving Dilly Dilly.
Oh, absolutely, he is. Yeah, he is. He's gone. Yeah, he is. He's gone.
He gone.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone.
That happened a few weeks ago. It came out when you were down in the third ring of hell.
Like he's definitely leaving?
Huh?
He's definitely leaving?
Yeah, well, he was hurt, so he's not coming back this year. And yeah, he is. His people apparently are reaching out and trying to. He might be done with eligibility at ASU. Is he? I'm not sure.
I think so. I don't know.
Now I gotta fucking Google.
All right. Well, while you're Googling, you want to play this Josh Pate audio?
Yeah. Yes,
all right. So this is straight off Twitter, unedited. So bear with me.
I don't need you to throw data points in my face. I've seen all the arguments. I've heard the Notre Dame case articulated. It's wrong. It's wrong. If I've got a head-to-head result, if the resumes are even remotely comparable, the head-to-head result's going to carry the day. I'll tell you why. Because this is competitive sport. I don't think Miami's fully cooked yet. It is merit-based competitive sport. I don't need you coming to me saying, oh, well, the head-to-head does matter. It's just not the only thing that matters. It better be times 10 mattering over everything else, or else I don't really know why we're playing the games. Okay? So you're either going to come to me and say Notre Dame's resume is unequivocally head and shoulders better than Miami, which it's not, or I'm going to look you in the eye and say, great, cool, you found fractions of inches on that little piece of paper. I found 4.5 hours of game tape, if you want to watch the broadcast copy, that shows you Miami beating Notre Dame. You know, Josh, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Unless you tell me we've got preseason games in college football now, as far as I can tell, it's a regular season game. There is an L right there. Miami should be the biggest fan of Duke football in the history of mankind right now. Brigham Young loses, okay, so they're out of the way. And then it's just Miami and Notre Dame next to each other. If Duke wins the ACC championship game, the aforementioned ACC doomsday scenario goes into effect. And so the committee would be left sitting there having already had the Notre Dame-Miami debate in front of them to begin with, which is egregious on the surface that Miami doesn't already get the nod over Notre Dame. Not only will they have that, they'll also have this added sledgehammer to their face at the 11th hour of the idea that we either put Miami in or there will be no representation from an entire Power Four conference.
I didn't think about that. He's so smart.
Amen.
He's so good at what he does.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So good. He's so good.
I mean, listen, say what you will about the ACC being the number 4 in that ladder, which we absolutely are. Fact is, there's still 4 spots in that ladder, and we're one of them. And this whole thing was developed for those 4 partners, and we are supposed to be partners. And so, yeah. I mean, but then again, we have an empty suit for a commissioner.
Speaking of him, he's been completely absent.
Dude, his
completely
kids go to
absent.
Notre Dame, I read. His kids go to Notre Dame.
That's what I was just about to say.
I don't know if that's real. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah. We're rolling with it.
I don't know.
We're rolling
I
with
don't
it. We're rolling into it until he comes up to us and says, yeah, I'm not a hoe.
Yeah, come public and say they don't. Like, show us your face.
He said something today. He said something today. He came out and spoke publicly, audibly, for some people to hear something. I don't know. I don't know anything about the guy. How would you? He doesn't do anything publicly
nothing.
to help support the conference. Let's be
he's
honest.
None of his decisions have panned out. I mean, the expansion with the 3 teams he chose has been, fine for football, but you think the volleyball team likes having to fly out to Stanford?
No, it's horrible.
I mean, come on.
By the way,
in the middle of the week?
Jim Phillips' son Luke.
Stanford volleyball is really good, though.
Jim Phillips' son Luke did go to Notre Dame, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
Well, he did go. He did go.
Well, so he paid a lot of money in tuition.
Yeah.
He ran trash.
Sure.
So
he had money. He makes like $2 million a year.
Yeah.
To do what? What do you do?
What's he doing?
When you're the commissioner of the ACC? What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? Like, honestly, what is? It's just not. It's not coming to our beck and call when we need you most.
I can only judge him by his contemporaries, and the Yormark guy from the Big 12's out there like crazy, banging the drum for his teams in his conference. You don't see Jim Phillips doing it.
No. I mean, it is a weird dynamic because, like I said, Notre Dame football is the dad going out clubbing while we're stuck watching their kids. So, Jim Phillips is watching their kids because they watched his kids. So maybe he just is going to take a pass on this and sit down. Either way, the short-sightedness, the way that this is handled, their PR firm, their refereeing, I mean, it's a debacle. It is a complete debacle. And, how does it always happen in life? Yeah, if you fall on the sword. Whoever's in charge falls on the sword.
Well, look,
that's the guy.
It starts at the top. That's the reality. Right.
Exactly.
If you have a program, if you have a company, and it's a company, call this conference a company because that's how it's run. That's how it's supposed to be run. When a company is unproductive and doesn't do anything to compete with its competitors, right? Because he's competing with the other companies, and this company's getting its ass kicked day in and day out. It starts at the top. Management sucks. That's where it starts. And then everything below it sucks as well because there's no directive. So you've got shit leadership, and that's how the conference is where it is.
100%. Absolutely. All right.
Have you guys seen my Gridiron Invitational tweet? That whole premise of it?
Oh, no. Yeah,
so you know how so basketball has an NIT.
Yep.
So You don't mean to tell me that like a Netflix or some of these streaming services might not be able to come in and provide an alternative playoff similar to an NIT, but it has teeth. But you have prerequisites for it, like you have to win at least 10 games, right? Because we know that the playoffs is an SEC Invitational.
You can't play.
What I'm saying is
games.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
You can do a G5 playoff.
Yeah, you limited at 8, so you have 8 down to 4 down to 2, so you got 3 games. Use your existing bowl partners, right, that you have, so they don't lose their revenue from it. Just kind of go ahead and put this out, and you guys, by the end of it, if you have a 10-2 team like University of Miami, they could be 13-2. What I'm saying is, look, the NFL has a better end chapter, right? They get the finale right. They understand exactly how it's supposed to end. It's a meritocracy-based system. This person plays this person, tiebreakers. There's no debate.
The head-to-head's the number one tiebreaker.
Now you have like 142 teams. What I'm saying is, and especially who's kind of cornered the market at the top, I think it's time to go to like multiple national championships again. And listen, I have a daughter, right? My daughter won a national championship last year in club volleyball. In particular, she won the AAU national championship. She's a national champion. And then they won a bid to go out and play for another national championship with this USFVA volleyball. And I'm just saying, it's like there's too many. I think it's way overdue. Let them keep their SEC Invitational. That's my little soapbox, but we'll move on.
All right.
Bang.
So then before we get into picks, the other gigantic story going on outside of signing day and the playoff talk, Lane Kiffin, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he goes to LSU and he puts out a statement saying, I really wanted to stay and coach the team through this. And the athletic director basically said, no, the team really wanted me to. They asked him if I could, and they wouldn't do it. So I had to leave. And then he puts that out and the players are like, yeah, that's absolutely not what happened in any way. None of them wanted him to stay. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't think Ole Miss was wrong kicking him out. You can't let him sit there for a month.
The analogy is this. He was in a marriage. He was married to his wife. He cheated on his wife. He told his wife, I'm leaving you for the other woman, but we have an anniversary right around the corner, and I think we should celebrate it. What are we doing here? Of course she's not going to let you celebrate. Of course she's not. And the kids are going to be happy. And the Ole Miss players are the kids in this scenario. Of course they're not happy. And did you hear the other caveat to this too? There was a sleeper team that was trying to court him too. And that was your Florida State.
Yeah.
But they didn't have enough money.
So they were going to afford $61 million to get Norvell and then pay $90 million. Like, come on.
But they didn't have enough money. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. That's like going for a call girl,
right?
A way too high priced call girl. Back to like the Miami element to this though. We dodged a bullet. I know Lane Train was a thing. Give me Lane. If you don't think that Lane Kiffin would be leaving us right about now to go take one of these million jobs that opened up, you're fooling yourself. You're absolutely fooling yourself. The guy's a mercenary. He's a mercenary.
Of course he is. There were rumors that he was holding out to see if Alabama was going to lose to Auburn. And they fired DeBoer so we could take the Alabama job because that's his dream job.
Just imagine if DeBoer goes to Penn State in 2 weeks.
And then literally Lane Kiffin.
What happened? What happens? I in no way, shape, or form would I put it past him to go to Bama. Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Were you not? Come on. No, I'm serious.
No.
Think about it. No, that's his dream job.
It's too late, man. He locked into this. They're not going to let they're not going to let him walk. They're paying him his bonus that he would get if he was still head coaching Ole Miss.
What do you mean he's locked in? Locked in for
but
what?
He could just
sign a contract.
He could leave. He could leave.
They're not going to let him leave to go to Alabama. The LSU, that governor will sue the. Are you stop, bro? That's Sankey won't let that happen.
He's walking right out the door on Alabama side.
No way they let him do that.
He'll walk to Tuscaloosa if he has to.
That contract is binding if they fire you. That contract is never binding when you want to walk out the door. When does it ever work that way? All these coaches leave all the time. They're under contract. They just leave.
There's a buyout.
Yeah.
There's another buyout.
Bama
if he wants to leave
early,
there's a buyout.
Bama will pay it.
Bama wants to pay it. Bama pays it.
Yeah, dude, oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
It's Alabama.
Oh, it'd be great.
It'd be hilarious.
It would be great.
All right, what's funnier, that happening or Duke winning in the ACC getting nobody in?
Duke winning, not getting anybody in the ACC game because it's Manny Diaz. and he won an ACC championship before, but in total Manny Diaz fashion, he wins an ACC championship and he can't even get into the championship game. And we all know it is because the tiebreaker rules were
What's the spread of that game?
Mm-hmm.
It can't be a lot.
Probably close.
Oh, the ACC game?
Yeah.
I got it right here. Hang on. UVA -3.5.
Yeah. Ooh, go Duke.
Neutral site.
Yeah.
Go Duke.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, go Duke. Why not? Hey, you said Miami should be in the playoffs. You could potentially get Miami in the playoffs by beating UVA.
Look, I think if UVA wins, though, how does Miami get in?
Because there's two
because
spots.
They're holding us 2 spots right now for the G. That doesn't impact where Miami is.
Oh.
There's 2 spots that are being held for the G5 or for 2 G5s or for the ACC.
Which assumably would be 12 and 11.
UVA would be higher.
Yeah, they would
BYU.
be Miami would be the 12
BYU.
seed.
Yeah, BYU.
No, Miami. Miami would be the 10 and they would be 11 and 12, I think, is what I saw.
Okay.
Virginia would be 11 and Tulane or whoever would be 12.
Interesting. And listen, those teams that are in at the top, the teams in the bye, they're good. They deserve the bye. They're strong. You're talking about your Ohio State, your Texas Tech, your Indiana. We'll see where they do when they lose to Ohio State. They're good. But you want to say that Miami could get into the playoffs and they could put together a run because say they go up against Oklahoma. All right, you got a great defense. Cool. We'll score 21 points. You'll score 3. We'll go on to the next round.
Right.
Cool. Right. Like you're going to all of a sudden score juggernauts worth of points. We haven't given up points all year, no matter who we played. But you're going to, with that offense, which is abysmal, and then, or Ole Miss without a coach. It's like, I don't know who they would play, but they would be prime. I'm looking forward to it.
From a TV standpoint, the concept of Mario returning to Eugene would be gigantic. The concept of Carson Beck going up against his old team would be hyped like freaking crazy. So there's 2 giant storylines they could have right there. Then there's the would they have anything with there's really nothing else with the others, but dude, that's 2 great storylines for TV. Either way you want to go. Dude, that game at Eugene, are you freaking insane? That would be nuts. That would be nuts.
That would be the most watched game. That probably would be the most watched game of all the playoffs right there.
Yeah.
And let it happen because then University of Miami just, hey, Miami made us a lot of money. So
that game gets monster ratings across the board, man. It just does.
And that's the thing, too. If Notre Dame doesn't have the brand they are in the NBC contract and all these devout Catholics who like Notre Dame for no other reason than whatever, your move, holy man, right here. That's what they do. They just accept Notre Dame football like, they're the bottom in a prison. They don't even know why they're fans. But if they didn't have the brand that they did, they would be in. It's like it's a money back thing. The SEC gets it because they make money. University of Miami makes the most money in the ACC right now. We're going up against the brand right now.
Here's another way for Notre Dame fans sphincter to tighten a little bit more, and then we'll get into picks. Before it got on, I saw a clip of Adam Schefter doing some interview, and they were talking about the fact that there's no Ben Johnson level guy out there for the NFL teams. They're all clamoring to try to hire to be their head coach in this cycle. And he said the only name that he can think of that would be getting that sort of interest is Marcus Freeman. And the fact that Schefter is actually saying that means he's definitely going to get some calls from NFL teams at some point. There's a chance he's not even there next year. NFL comes calling. With all due respect, that's a level of, money and everything that's insane.
I dislike Notre Dame fans. I know we were supposed to have a rival when we were kids, but that was so far removed. And then we had that 2017 game that kicked your ass. Yeah, but I have a renewed disdain for your program. You're the most egotistical, pompous fan base. We've been at this a long time. It's not even close. You take the cake and all the candles too. I actually do like your head coach, though. I do. I'm a fan of the guy.
I do too.
I'm a fan of the guy.
Awesome. He's a great head coach.
I'd
love for him to leave.
You went from an absolute despicable human being to that guy, right?
Mm-hmm. And then they need to follow it up with like a Bob Davie. Give me like a Bob Davey 2.0.
Yeah.
Let's go right there. Go there.
He'll screw it up.
Yeah. Give me a Willingham again. Like, let's go. Give me some 500 guys.
Hold on. Yeah. Look at this headline I just saw. I was talking about this tonight with somebody. Penn State's coaching search has netted other coaches an estimated $370.8 million in extension money.
Way to go. This is agent season right
here. Is that incredible?
So much money.
Well, apparently it's all being run by Jimmy Sexton, too, because James Franklin, he's pissed off at Penn State over James Franklin. Just so you know, there's 150 teams in the recruiting rankings. You want to know where Penn State came in on this signing day?
149th.
150. Dead last.
They have two guys.
They have two guys, both PA kids. A 4-star and a 3-star, so hometown kids that obviously were going to go regardless. The rest of the class is at Virginia Tech. Bro, James Franklin's going to have that team really good, really fast. I'm glad that we have them at home next year.
25. They got 25. 25th class that I
State. Think about
I'm just laughing. I'm laughing at Scoop's dynamic right now in his background because he's got a black shirt and he's got a black shirt and his chair keeps popping in and he looks like Scoopy Moto.
It drives me nuts.
It's random
gray shirt. It's a gray shirt, and I don't
Scoopy
know why.
Moto. There it is.
There it is. Right there.
Oh, there's another one. Scoopy Moto.
Yeah. So,
anyways, I'm easily entertained.
Penn
Go ahead.
State. The Penn State, they were a field goal away from the national championship game last year.
Mm-hmm.
They just signed two players on National Signing Day and don't have a coach.
Dude, they fired their coach in October. Like, how did you not have someone like you were the first one to fire a coach?
I know. They've tried to hire everyone. They've tried to hire everybody. Nobody wants to go there. And now think of the guy who finally says, all right, fuck it. I'll go.
You know who's going to be? Al Golden, baby.
It won't be.
Al Golden.
They should have hired him forever ago.
They should have hired him 3 weeks ago.
I know.
He's probably calling and begging.
I honestly, if I were them, I wouldn't. I'd look at D'Onofrio too.
Turkey tits.
Bring an OJ McDuffie.
Somebody.
I mean, Jesus.
Anybody.
You heard the story about the BYU coach too, right? The Crumbl cookie thing.
Yeah.
What about the Crumbl cookie?
They tried to. So I guess what was it? They were trying to hire the BYU coach at Penn State.
They were trying. Yeah, they were talking. Yeah,
and it was like the CEO of Crumbl Cookie is a huge booster for BYU. And came in and said, "Oh no, it's okay. I'll pay the difference. Whatever the difference is, I'm going to go ahead and pay it." So James Franklin during signing days eating Crumbl Cookie for all the giving Crumbl Cookie out to all the players.
Oh my God.
As a little FU to Penn State.
Hysterical.
That's hilarious.
They didn't go.
So the Crumbl Cookie guy is a BYU guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
No wonder State
why he
got taken down by the Crumbl Cookie guy.
I mean, listen.
Think about this. It's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah. Listen, I'm wondering how pissed. You know who I think should be pissed off? Jim Moore should be pissed off. Went to Colorado State. He should have gotten the Penn State job.
Could have gotten to Penn State.
He can still do it.
I mean,
he can pull Manny Diaz.
He can pull that.
I bet that buyout's not very high.
No, not high at all.
$200.
Some Crumbl
Nobody wants to coach.
It's $200 and a box of Crumbl cookies. That's Jim Moore's buyout at Colorado State.
Remember, it was the owner of the Suns, your boy, the mortgage guy, Sheba or whatever.
Yeah.
That personally guaranteed was going to foot the $80 million from Mel Tucker. Yeah. That he obviously didn't have to end up, fired for cause. But yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to get these guys to remember. FSU was trying to find boosters for the buyout for 4 weeks.
And they couldn't figure it out.
But they were talking to Lane. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Well, they probably did. They courted him, but they weren't, they ended up.
What are you going to say is FSU? Hold on. What's that court like? Hold on. What's that court like, Ro? FSU when you're going up against Florida, LSU.
Lane.
I'll show you exactly.
Lane. Any chance you do this pro bono?
You go into the bar. You're like, hey, man, we'll let you order anything you want. I only got this much amount of money, so don't order that or that or that or that or that. And he's like, what are we doing here? At least you got an audience with her. At least you got an audience. He's like, flip over the 1, the 2, and then come back and show the same 1, 10. Hey, you got more money. That's so funny.
Oh, God.
That's so funny.
Insane.
And you know what's probably put him behind the 8 ball a long time? Well, it's Jimbo, then Willie, and then you turn around and then you just you get White Willie. They just had terrible coaches the last 2.
Well, they never listen. They got taken
extended him because they thought he was going to get hired at Alabama.
Can you imagine if he went to Alabama? Oh, that'd be even funnier.
Well, we've talked about this in all seriousness. I know we're laughing, but
hold on. How many games does he last at Alabama? How many games does he last? Does he last a full season?
No. He might last a half. Strike freaking 1, dude. Like that guy's showing up again.
I haven't had that guy on the page in a long time. I don't know where he is. I can't even find his ass. He's out there somewhere.
What do you have like a little like thing on your desk that's like a little button, a little screen of buttons?
Friggin' 1, dude.
How does he do this? I want to see. Can I see it? I want to see what you have there.
I'll snap
you have
you
a camera?
Yeah, it's like
put the camera down there.
So it's called. Well, I could, but I would take the whole camera apart. I'll just text you guys a picture of it. It's called Jingle Palette. It's a program. It's like all buttons. And you just assign audio to it. Toast knows what they are. We used to use them on radio all the time. They're called hotkeys.
Jingle bells.
Right, but is it like a?
It's just a bunch of buttons.
A box with buttons.
Yeah. I just sent it to the group text.
Yeah. I need to see this.
There you go. Yeah, it's just a whole box. It's like a whole bunch of buttons just lined up in a row. Takes up the whole screen.
Ah.
There's different pages.
Yeah, and I've got like 14 pages going.
Oh, shit.
That way I can go back and find stuff from previous weeks.
You get like 25, 30 on a sheet, and you got like 5, 6 sheets.
That way when you bring up something from ages ago that I wasn't thinking about.
That's just on your laptop?
Yeah, it just runs on my computer. Yeah. That way when you say something stupid,
it's a touchscreen laptop?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just sit here and push buttons all day.
Pennies!
Like that guy.
Pennies!
Like that guy. Yeah.
This is
there's
amazing.
tons of them. You should see this week's page. I took a picture of an old one, but this week's page is so cluttered with audio from all this crap that we had.
There's a lot of goddamn audio, man.
Dude.
Any audio that we got to play, Jenners, that we skipped?
No, I don't think so. I think the only thing worth playing probably was Colin Cowherd. But I mean,
he hated us. He was the 9 Miami
3 weeks ago.
Oh, so what
it was Miami and their 9 fans.
Bullshit.
Yeah. This week it was this.
But head-to-head matters. Miami won. They had 4 common opponents. In 3 of 4, Miami beat the team worse than Notre Dame did. Miami has the better total defense and scoring defense. Miami has the better passing offense, yards per game, total touchdowns. And I thought it was a legitimate. I thought they would go here, cold weather, win, and be ugly. They were great. So they blew out North Carolina State 34, Pitt by 31, Stanford by 35, Syracuse by 28. I got to tell you, when this game was over, my take was, okay, we got to be fair on this. Schedules matter. Miami got a break. They got Notre Dame at home. Right now, this morning, I think Miami would have a right to be pissed.
So, yeah, a couple weeks ago.
You mentioned the schedule, and the thing we kind of lost sight of, too, is our buys. The ACC did us no favors the way they set up the buys. Yep. And it was like right after those buys that we didn't really have our best game, so.
1 game in 27 days.
But, yeah, we have another convert. I mean, because you know what? He probably said what he said, and then somebody probably just slipped them the facts. Here's the facts.
Scoop called it. Scoop called it a couple weeks ago. He just had to go against what everybody was saying, so he just did it for the crap of it. And then someone was like, "Oh, by the way, here's some stats you might want to look at." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's the facts."
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I mean, there's no good time to do this part.
All right.
So I got to make a public apology to one of our listeners, Nick Foster. Like, all right, so dude, hear me out. And it was on social media. Like, I'm getting swung on by every Notre Dame fan. So like, I saw something, I just started going on a tweet, and then I realized it was a Miami Hurricane fan. So my bad, dude. I apologize, but I'll apologize on here too. Just, I was a little out of pocket, but go Canes. Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, Nick.
Caught friendly fire.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And literally, I was like, that's my image. I'm like, dude, I'm getting swung on by Notre Dame fans. I was like, I have like 3.1 million impressions the last 2 weeks. 2.1 of that's probably Notre Dame fans swinging. And I just saw a tweet like, oh, we shouldn't have lost those games. I'm like, no. And I lost my mind. I'm like, Oh my goodness!
What's Nick's last name? Foster.
Yeah,
I like Nick Foster. Nick. Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're 100% correct.
Everybody else gets to lose 2 games. Even worse opponents than we do.
Yep.
We do not. And we shouldn't have, and that's why we get to have this conversation. Yay!
Yep. Everybody else gets passed, though. Everybody else
pick'ems. Hey, we got 5 questions. It's off season.
No, we don't have 5
we're not
questions.
there yet.
No, we do not just stop.
Nope. I didn't.
We got to do picks. We got to do picks.
Season is not over.
No.
Before now I'm upset. I only came on this show to do 5 questions tonight.
Yep. You have to wait another week
Yeah,
or 2.
you have to wait.
And when we make the playoffs,
I should probably wait until after the bowls. Yeah, after
this
the bowl
is a bunch
games
of
and
bullshit.
everything. Yeah. Listen, we only have a 3-month season, Scoop. We have 5 questions for 10 months of the year. It's for almost. I mean, just stop.
Fine. Well, we ought to. It's the best
how many
segment
months are there?
I don't know.
I don't know. 17
3-month season?
months a year. We got 5 questions.
If we had
Give me a
17
break.
months, we'd be able to get more games
It's
in.
some crazy ass leap year this year.
All right.
We got a whole other month.
Before we do picks, let's check in one more time with the College Football Playoff Committee.
Look, Rich, we have no fucking idea what we're doing. We don't even watch the games. We actually just watch reruns of Seventh Heaven. There's enough sexual tension on that show to cut with a knife, and they got a little retarded kid that's always screwing up. It's great. And we usually nap during the 3:30 games. And most of us are in bed before the Mormon teams play. Diego Pavia sent the committee coochie shots of his mom, who's a solid 6 or a 7. And some of the guys went to the bathroom to ponder Vandy, but in the end, post-nut clarity prevailed. Sorry, Diego. Alabama is ranked so high because their AD has pictures of me tonsil tickling midgets. Those will get released if we don't put them in. We put Notre Dame and Miami neck and neck because we figured that Indy would pray the rosary and that Miami would shank them while doing so. We'll let that play out and see if God shows up. I usually reserve this time to do my really shitty stand-up comedy routine, but I forgot to ask my dorky-ass son for jokes.
Okay. There you go.
Bang.
Phenomenal. All right.
How'd we do last week?
Post-nut clarity. Oh, God.
Post-nut clarity is phenomenal.
That's every time I see
title, and I
PNC.
was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, PNC Park. I'm always thinking it. No, like post-nut clarity park.
I don't know why
Home
that's
of the
not
Pirates.
allowed to be a show title.
I mean, I'll put it on the list. Put it on the list. We'll call it PNC Park.
It's available. I don't think it's available.
Just put
It needs to at
PNC
least be
Park.
nominated. It needs to be nominated.
It's on there. All right, last week, we had 10 games. Toast went 4-6.
Oof.
Rowe went 4-6.
Oof.
Scoop went 2-8.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, we had some tough ones.
That's tough to do.
We had some tough ones in there.
right.
Toasty's only a game back.
Okay.
1 game
Nice.
back to Scoop.
Wow,
Rose,
nice.
8 games back on the pack. We got 4 games this week. The 4 title games that we are probably going to pay attention to. We'll start with the Big 12 championship game. Number 11 BYU versus number 4 Texas Tech. This is noon on ABC at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Texas Tech is laying 12 and a hook.
Tech by 1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the biggest spread of the weekend.
Well, it needs to be the biggest win of the weekend.
Yeah. So yeah, all in on Tech covering that.
I'm sorry. I'm on the outside looking in. So go Stormin' Mormons.
You don't want us to make the playoff?
No, I do, but I'm hedging my bet.
But if we don't, he's going to try and make up some.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do the SEC championship game. Number 3 Georgia versus number 9 Alabama. This is 4 p.m. on ABC from Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta. Georgia's laying 2.5.
I think Alabama wins this. I think Ty Simpson had an awful game last week. I just really I think that Georgia's quarterback's just not.
He's not
anything
Carson
special.
Beck.
Yeah.
He's not Carson Beck. What say you, Scoopy?
I'd like for Bama to win it, so I'm going Roll Tide.
Go Dogs.
All right. Big Ten championship game.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. This is 8 p.m. on Fox. Number 2 Indiana versus number 1 OH. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. OH -4.5.
That's it.
That is it.
I'll be honest, man. I am looking forward to this game. I want to see how real Indiana.
No game
I want
day.
to.
With no 1 and 2. Because it's on a rival network. No game day. You little bitches.
Well, listen, game day is probably got to be at for the Duke Virginia game. So.
Yeah, right. Georgia, Alabama for the 15,000th time.
You know what? I think Indiana keeps it close. Maybe wins this thing. Taking the Hoosiers.
I'd like to think. I mean, look, Indiana beat Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana's defense is much better than you would give them credit for. But if you look at their schedule,
he's so Lee Corsetting this bitch.
Putrid.
Mm-hmm.
Putrid, terrible.
Bro, the Big Ten's only got 4 teams.
The schedule is so bad.
Here comes an Ohio State by a billion.
Mm-hmm.
What's the line?
2.5 or 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, I think Ohio State wins by like 20.
Ohio State by a billion. I'll go there too.
All right.
Last game. The ACC championship game. Duke versus number 17 Virginia. 8 p.m. on ABC at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
So they're on at the same time as the Big Ten championship?
Yeah, sure are.
Yeah, no one will be watching.
They're going to get like 400 people watching it.
7 viewers. Yeah.
They'll be lucky if Christian Laettner's watching this shit.
Right.
I'm taking Duke, baby.
UVA's laying 3.5 by
Duke.
Oh, yeah.
Duke.
Go Virginia.
Fighting Manny Diaz.
Oh. Bro.
All about Duke.
Going against the tide. All right, there you go.
We don't want to do a bonus game?
You could do a bonus game. What else is
Sure,
on
what
the
do we
schedule?
got?
But some of these other ones are just like...
the Friday night game, UNLV Boise State, Mountain West Championship.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's got a huge bearing on how Notre Dame
schedule.
There, yeah.
Okay.
Boise State's giving 5.5.
Okay.
Rebels. Isn't that where Mullen coaches?
Oh, that's Dan Mullen, UNLV. Yeah, I'm taking UNLV.
What's their record?
10-2.
Wow.
They should be in the conversation.
UNLV's 10-2 with
10-2, bro. With Dan Mullen.
He should go to Penn State.
He should go to
Florida.
Penn State.
What were you doing, Florida?
What are you doing?
Like,
you know what?
Florida could have gone back and gotten
I'm going to do
Mullen.
my Dan Mullen impersonation. Hold on.
Oh, he's going to get a lightsaber or
This
some
requires
shit.
a prop of some sort.
Oh, he's got Darth Vader. There we go.
No, it's Ant-Man. Oh, no, it's all right. It's
What's up? I'm Dan Mullen. I used to coach for Florida. My wife kissed everybody. And I wore a Star Wars helmet. And nobody will hire me since because I'm a weirdo.
UNLV, 10-2.
There's what I'm saying.
He's in Las Vegas winning.
All right.
I'm Boise State on that, by the way.
Okay, I was going to ask.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
What are we naming this thing, boys?
What titles?
Oh, goodness. All right, hang on.
The show that never ended.
Yeah, for real.
Good God, man.
I don't have a ton written down either. That's disappointing. Chronic Dick sitting in a room. He retired from life. She's a solid 6 or 7, which I like. PNC Bank, or PNC Park, I should say, for post-nut clarity. I like Scoopy Moto.
Mm.
And I like $200 and a box of Crumbl cookies.
That's Jim Moore's buyout.
Jim Moore's buyout. $200 and a box of Crumbl cookies.
Penn State should go ahead and get that done now.
I can hear Roe laughing behind the mask. I feel like that's your winner.
Right.
Yeah.
Penn State just make that order on DoorDash and just have them take care of the deal for them. Good God.
I'm good with that one.
All right, $200 and a box of Crumbl cookies.
Beautiful. All right. So we'll have the final selection show will be on Sunday. Do you guys want to do like a reaction thing to that or no?
What?
Okay.
Exactly. And there's your reaction.
I think we have our answer.
I think we should have a post reaction, not why it's happening. I don't want you to see my PNC Park.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, listen, if it's good, yeah, all right, we'll do win or lose.
Well, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. We'll drop a little something. So
sure. Sunday night, you
all
said?
Right. Yeah, so we'll also find out
or something.
It's in the afternoon because we'll know when our bowl game is by the end of the Sunday as well.
Okay.
If we're not going
Sunday
in there,
night.
we'll
Maybe
know.
Sunday night.
And let's remember, there was a projection that had us versus Texas in the Gator Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be fun for Emory, I'm sure, against Peyton.
Yeah, Sarkisian talking your trash. Yeah, talking your trash.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in.
As always, go Canes.
Go!
Page.
With the helmet.